opening statement for you, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, I mean, very proud of our team. This is not where I'd say exactly where we wanted to be, but when you're down game one, definitely the momentum in game two is huge for us. So hard fought game. It's a great ball club. Really excited about our fight today. Extremely proud of Megan King and the tone that she set for the team today, and wouldn't expect anything less. She's a competitor, and so now it's about getting some rest and being able to go in for that boxing match we're going to have tomorrow with Oklahoma State.
Take questions, please.
Lonnie, was there much of a conversation about who would kind of get the ball for game two, or did it very quickly become you knew it was going to be Megan?
I knew it was going to be Megan. I think she pitched well enough to win yesterday, and we know that there's some confidence with the team, behind her. She set the tone for us, and it was going to be quick. We knew if they were making some adjustments and she's feeling a little bit, we'd go straight to Herzog or Kat, one of the two, ready to go. And but gave us a lead, and she was feeling it and doing pretty good, and she had a pretty good pitch count today. So ice her up and see what we got tomorrow.
Lonnie, as a coach, how these winning these elimination games has kind of become habit the last 2 years for you guys. How stressful is it for you as a coach?
Yeah. It's not actually stressful, honestly, because I think this time of year anything can go, and if you make it bigger than it is, it's just a ball game. You preach that to your team, so if you act differently as a head coach, then you're essentially lying to the team when you're saying it's about a one pitch game. So I think that we do a pretty good job of that, handling it from the top, and nobody wants to lose. Of course you feel excited about win, but I think the process part is something we preached all season, and we didn't have process yesterday, and we were better at it today. Expect to be way better at it tomorrow.
Elizabeth, you had some really good at-bats today. What were you seeing at the plate?
Honestly, a little bit of everything. Obviously, I've been kind of struggling with the changeup, so my mentality was just be a little bit better than yesterday and just to commit to a plan and really find a pitch to hit, and I think that I did a lot better at that today.
Lonnie, the team now is, pretty far removed from the cardiac kids and all that of last year, but you're kind of back in that situation tonight. Nice to see kind of the same mentality and approach from the team in that situation.
Yeah, definitely. We're still not there. There was a different momentum last year, but last year. It was a completely different team. I think the thing that we have this year is we're a smart ball club at the plate, and that's proven to see, over the whole season. With the amount of home runs that we've had and the ability for them to make adjustments within game for pitchers, that's been shown. So, I would expect that to show up tomorrow, and that's just not me saying it. I think the team would say that too, and pretty excited about that. So, I love the fight. I love how much passion they have to play, and it's a completely different thumbprint this year with the squad.
Money in that third inning, you guys kind of had to generate some offense in a non-traditional type of way. Just what was your perspective on the at-bats and the patience and what they were able to do?
Yeah, definitely. When we take our walks, we can make things happen. We're a very athletic team that can run a little bit. So you saw some patience at the plate yesterday. We were all over the place. We were hunting a lot of pitches outside the zone. They were mixing speeds early, kind of got into our head a little bit. And so today we bared down and started to hunt pitches in the zone and then take the balls, and it created some situations for us. And again, 60 feet this time of year, adding an extra hitter, to that seventh inning when you get those walks, in the middle innings is huge for us. So, I think their mindset offensively was really good.
Well, offensively, opportunities, there weren't a lot of them.
No.
Is it, a sign of maturity that when you did get one, people aren't just swinging at anything, they're not making it more than it is and actually still keeping their heads on?
Yep. There's that fine balance, right, of they're still kids, they're still going to fail. We got to play game 50, whatever we're at, like we played game one. We got to have some fun with it, but we got to cue it back into being smarter. So, I kind of joked on the interview today about Elizabeth Mason hugging me at first base, like a mom and a kid, so excited with some RBIs, but then we're trying to be on this big stage too, so we try to balance out a little bit, because this time of year, it's about having fun, but also being able to bring it back in, and so we can score in different ways. We have hit the long ball, we have speed, we have the ability to hit and run and do something. So by taking some walks today, that's a big mark for us to be able to implement that tomorrow.
And touching on the walks, Megan, you guys got 4 of them plus the hit batter. You didn't walk anybody. Were you just locked in tonight, or?
Yeah, Oklahoma State's a team that's going to take advantage of the free bases that, as a defense, that we give them. So I think that was just our mentality going into the whole weekend, is you just can't give those free bases out because they're going to take advantage of them. So I think it's just kind of attacking each pitch and just competing for every single pitch.
Megan, what did it mean to you? To get the ball for the second straight night, to come out and kind of be on the end of, be able to level the series.
Yeah, I'm just happy that we got to play in another game in our stadium tonight, and I was pumped to get the ball. I love to compete in those moments. I love the feeling of my defense kind of trusting me for sure, but I'm just excited for another day tomorrow.
Do you want the ball tomorrow?
I always want the ball.
Lonnie, I would say it's safe to say Megan is available tomorrow if needed.
She's available, yes, if needed.
Megan, what is the key? How do you feel right now? And what's the key like over the next 15, 16 hours to be as fresh as you could be?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just me, it's the entire team. We've all been out here competing every single pitch, and it's just to get your legs up, get the sleep, get some food in you, and just go out there and compete every single pitch tomorrow. I mean, I feel like we've all, as veterans, we've been in this postseason where we know what it's like to go every single day, and I think you just have to take that and just kind of piggyback off it and just go out and compete and just not think about it.
Megan, what's the crowd like in those last couple of innings? You're getting a little bit worn down.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd is just incredible. I had to take a second after we got that second out and just look around, and I mean, I'm just gonna miss this for sure. And it's just so awesome just having the crowd have our back every single pitch, and it's just one of those moments as a senior that you just look around and you're just like, this is freaking awesome. And I just love to compete in these situations, so just super proud of just where the program's grown just and come from the last 5 years.
Elizabeth, what were the emotions like when you guys finally got a few balls to find holes and driving some runs?
It's always exciting, like getting the first runs on the board, but from yesterday it shows that you can never have too much of a lead on a team. Obviously, we had that one run yesterday, and it didn't end in our favor. But the mentality is always just to keep pushing and keep putting at bats together, keep getting hits, and just finding the holes. Obviously, at the end of the day, that's what got the runs in for us, and we knew Megan was doing a really good job for us, so we wanted to just give her some cushion.
Was that important in that they're there obviously to get the runs, but also just to kind of settle the offense a little bit? I mean, it's been a while since you've been able to get one on her.
Yeah, we just obviously off of yesterday, one run wasn't enough. We knew that we were going to need to put some hits together. I always like to talk about with the team how one pitch and one at bat can be the difference in a game, and knowing that 1 through 9, all of our hitters have the capability to do that. It's really comforting, but when you're in the moment and you know that you have the chance to make the difference in a game, that's when I think it really comes out for our team, because every single player that comes up to the plate, you know how much damage they can do, and it's just a really good feeling knowing that you have that trust in your teammates.
Coach, both you and Coach Kinney talked about the importance of just making adjustments in the game, and obviously it looks like that paid off tonight. But how important is that in the postseason against a team like Oklahoma State? How important is it just picking up on things in the game and making the changes that you need to?
Yeah, I mean, there's 16 teams, left playing, and all of them have great pitchers, and they can pitch in the zone with different speeds. So being able to make adjustments and learn from, if Elizabeth strikes out in a 12 pitch at bat, she's seen every pitch, and the whole entire team needs to know what she can throw for strikes or what they're going to look for. And so I think that as you get into game 3 now, I mean, they know exactly what Megan throws. We know exactly what Sam throws. It's who can capitalize on that, who can be calm in those moments to actually take advantage of it. It's a game of failure. You've got to be able to have a short-term memory and know that it's not always going to fall for you, but if you keep battling and you pass the bat down, that eventually it can happen. So I think right now the big thing is a lot of these kids have monkeys on their back because they've seen Sam over and over again. They've been beat by the same thing, or the same with Oklahoma State. They've got to let it go tonight and come out fresh and be able to know what I got, but then go to battle. So that's the mentality in game 3. It can be a lot. It can make or break, the mentality part of it. And honestly, the last 2 days, we talked in the locker room, there is nothing skill set wise that we're lacking right now. It's literally between the